Last week here on SmashDown, as we closed out the July season, Dana Gosh and the Ramminator sent that truck for its final ride, taking home a SmashDown championship. He's trying to hold on to the flag here tonight. And speaking of tonight, he debuts a brand new Ramminator Dodge sporting the winning flag. Also, the debut of a brand new Dragonoid set to make its appearance here tonight alongside longtime MTA competitor 𝐃𝐿 in the all-new Bounty Hunter. Here's how round one action is going to unfold. Top left-hand corner of your screen, the Dragon Slayer comes back to take on Gunslinger, and then it's the return of Hot Wheels, going to go one-on-one with Avenger to get us started in round one. Now up first here tonight, inside of our round one competition, we kick off a brand new season. It's 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐿 coming back in the all-new Dragon Slayer. He's about to go one-on-one with the old Gunslinger, the MTA original, Mike Blanford out of Bushnell, Florida. Iron Mike ready to go on the inside lane. We'll see what he's got against the new kid on the block, and 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐿 in the Dragon Slayer, who's now staged over there on the outside in the Hummer, taking on the Ford here tonight in round one. Stage now, here's the green light down the straightaway, the Dragon Slayer with the lead on him. Here comes Gunslinger on the inside, over goes Dragon Slayer. Over on the outside lane, 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐿 trying to risk it all here tonight. Right here in the beginning of the season as he turns over the Dragon Slayer, trying to take out Gunslinger. The Gunslinger Ford will advance, and right now, our MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll over the Dragon Slayer. He's out of the truck, he's A-OK here tonight. Unfortunately, tore up a little bit of equipment to get us started in the August season opener. There you see he broke off the left front tire, but nonetheless, the Gunslinger will move on in round two. Next up here tonight, Nicholas Moore returns, the former two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, back behind the wheel of Hot Wheels. He'll be taking on Jimmy Bones Ferguson in that wicked-looking, awesome 57 Chevy Bel Air over here out of Columbus, Michigan. A lot of credentials to his resume. Several-time winner on the MTA YouTube channel. He would love to add another SmashDown victory to that resume. Can he get through the Hot Wheels Ford here tonight inside of round one? Here's the green light now. Ford and Chevrolet down the straightaway, side by side over the first jump. Now what a ride for Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger. He pulled the trigger going through no man's land, laying down the Chevrolet horsepower here tonight in round one, and he puts Hot Wheels on the trailer. What a phenomenal run by Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger, and now you see he will advance over with Gunslinger into round two. But right now, the lower left-hand side of your screen, it's the return of the Cowboy and Bounty Hunter. He takes on Tropical Thunder. Then we're looking at Cam Blank and Iron Warrior taking on Bennett Cartwright in the Clydesdale. But still to come later tonight, we're going to see the all-new Ramminator make its debut and try to defend the championship flag here on SmashDown. But moving right along, inside of round one, it's the return of Chad Legit to Legit, your 2021 Maximum Carnage champion. Tropical Thunder's coming to the line, but he's now ready to take on an old veteran, the Cowboy from Hell, 𝐃𝐿 and the Bounty Hunter. He's over there on the far lane. We haven't seen him out here on the MTA YouTube channel in quite some time. He's ready to collect some bounties here tonight. Over there on the outside lane, the Ford camp out of 𝐃𝐿𝐫𝐿, Kansas. Both drivers stage. Here's the green light now down the straightaway. They go side by side over the first jump. The Bounty Hunter hanging right there with Tropical Thunder, and 𝐃𝐿 will get the win here tonight over Chad Legit. Inside of Tropical Thunder, he was hanging right there with the Bounty Hunter, but it was all 𝐃𝐿 putting down that Checker Shucks Cragen horsepower right there through no man's land. And moving right along with round one, Bennett Cartwright, the new kid on the block. He's in the Clydesdale Chevrolet, made his debut just about a month ago. He's going to be taking on the kid out of Hagerstown, Maryland in the Iron Warrior Ford. He's now over here on the inside lane. He has had a phenomenal year inside of the Iron Warrior Ford. He's looking to get another big-time win out here tonight. We'll see what he's got against the Chevrolet in Clydesdale. So a veteran taking on a rookie here once again inside of round one. Who's going to be matching up in round two? The green light goes down. Clydesdale with a home shot. Iron Warrior coming back on him now. An incredible race here on SmashDown. Both drivers letting it all hang out here tonight. They crossed the finish line almost at the same time, and it was a great matchup here, and we're going to go back up and take another look at the MTA photo finish. Your winner in round one is going to be Cam Blank, Iron Warrior. He didn't pull it out by much, but he is your round one winner over the Clydesdale. But moving right along inside of round one, the upper right-hand side of your screen, we're going to be taking a look at the return of Ryan Davis and the Junkyard Dog. He's going to go one-on-one with Greg Durbin and Bruce Brutus. Then we're seeing the return of Sawyer Ramsdale and Blue Thunder. He's going to be taking on the brand new Awesome Kong, Hayden Altman behind the wheel. And now Greg Durbin, the longtime MTA veteran, he's behind the wheel of Brutus out here driving for Team Scream. He takes on Ryan Davis and the 41 Willies, better known as the Junkyard Dog. He's out here driving for the Backyard Beast race team. One of these drivers is going to get a big-time win for their respective team here tonight. Will it be the Brutus or the JYD? Stage at the line. Here's the green light down the straightaway. They go. JYD with the lead, but the Brutus machine coming back on him. They're on two wheels into the wall. Goes Greg Durbin and Brutus. What a ride as he got it up on high side and inside of the shutdown area. But the Brutus machine will beat out the JYD here in round one. And moving right along inside of round one, Hayden Altman, he's been out here for a couple of years. We haven't seen him in a while. He debuts the brand new Awesome Kong. He's going to go one-on-one with the S-Kicker, Sawyer Ramsdale, and the Built for Tough Blue Thunder over here on the inside lane. We'll see what happens. Awesome Kong doesn't want to lose. He didn't come all the way from Texas just to lose this race. Power against power, turning loose, Chevrolet in forward, the green light goes down as the Ford's got a hole shot, Awesome Kong trying to make up the ground, and what a ride for Sawyer Ramsdale in the Blue Thunder on the inside lane, but give it up for Awesome Kong. He was clanging and banging right there with him all the way across the finish line. A look at your MTA photo finish, and Blue Thunder gets him by about half a truck here tonight on SmashDown. He will advance on in a round two competition, and here's how that's going to be breaking down even more inside of round one now. The lower part of your screen, Velociraptor getting ready to take on the brand new Dragonoid. And then we're seeing sudden impact. Charlie Hubbard's going to go one-on-one against the reigning champion, Diecast, in the Ramminator, the brand new truck making its debut in the last parts of round one. But right now, Aaron Church back in the line, the 2024 Monster Mania 5 champion. He's debuting a brand new truck here tonight as well. He's going to go against the captain of the Backyard Beast, Javon Woodrow, inside of Velociraptor. He's ready now over here on the inside lane again. He started out the year with 3 Thursday Night Thunder Championship wins. What's he got against the all-new Dragonoid over there on the outside lane? Here's the green light now. Here's down the straightaway. They're side by side. Velociraptor and Dragonoid with a classic matchup here inside of round one. And it looks like Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor comes away with a victory over the all-new Dragonoid. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to close out round one action. Charlie Hubbard, one of the drivers for the Backyard Beast race team out of Frackville, Pennsylvania, in the Sudden Impact Ford, is about to go one-on-one with the reigning champion, debuting a brand new truck. There you see him dressed out in black and yellow all the way out of Champaign, Illinois. 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭 trying to hold on to that championship flag here tonight. We close out round one with a classic Dodge taking on Ford. Here's the green light now down the straight stretch. They go side by side. Sudden Impact now with a lead on the champion, and he'll take the flag away here in round one. Diecast of the all-new truck will fall to the Sudden Impact Ford right out the gate inside of round one action. What a matchup it was as we go back down. Take a look at the replay. Sudden Impact got the whole shot on him down the straightaway. Cheats trying to put down the Hemi horsepower on the outside lane. Not going to be enough as Charlie Hubbard was on a straight and narrow path to get across the finish line first. And Sudden Impact will be moving on into round two, and here's how that's going to be shaking down the first matchups in round two. Gunslinger taking on Avenger, then the Bounty Hunter taking on Iron Warrior. That'll get us started, but right now, we're heading down to the pit area with the team captain of the Backyard Beast, Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor.
Jevon from the Backyard Beast here. We got 4 trucks on the track this season, and we are here for the wins, as you have just seen. Crush this, guys. They've got a new Ramminator out on the track. The champions defending. Not anymore. Sudden Impact, Charlie Hubbard, his machine has been running slick the last couple of events. He has been working on this thing to get it 110%. And I think he's just proved that out on the track. You don't need a new truck. You just got to have the best. And the Backyard Beasts, we're the best. Crush this. You can give it all you like. We're here. And we're going to dominate.
Well, some strong words out of the captain of the Backyard Beast here tonight, letting them crush this boys know they don't need a new truck to get the job done. And right now we are back here on SmashDown for the August season opener, and the old gunslinger himself, Iron Mike Lanford, back behind the wheel at the top of the track. He is going to be taking on Jimmy Bones Ferguson in the 57 Chevy Avenger. He's now ready to go over here on the inside lane. So a great matchup here to get off with round two. Ford taking on Chevrolet. 2 veteran drivers going to throw it down to get us started. Green light drops down off the line, side by side. They go up and over no man's land. Ferguson in all kinds of trouble. What a ride for Avenger here tonight. to kick off round 2 action. Did you guys see that right here? Only on the MTA YouTube channel will you find some wild and crazy action like that. He was sending it for all it was worth. We break this back down in a replay down the straightaway. Avenger with a slight lead on Gunslinger up and over the first jump. He pulls down on the Chevrolet horsepower. He gets it across the finish line first. An incredible save by Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger here tonight. He moves on in the semifinals. And next up to the line, the Cowboy from Hell returns, Tim Cantwell and the Bounty Hunter. He's going to go one-on-one with Cam Blank out of Hagerstown, Maryland in the Iron Warrior Ford. This matchup ought to be a dandy. We have got two great, powerful Ford trucks right here at the top of the track. The Bounty Hunter hailing out of 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭, Kansas over here on the inside lane. One of them is going to be meeting up with Avenger in semis. Here's the green light now. The Ford horsepower showcasing here in round 2 up and over no man's land. What a ride. An incredible race. And it looks like the Bounty Hunter got the win over Iron Warrior. And that will wrap up the first matchups inside of round 2. We went ahead and saw Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger eliminate Gunslinger, and then we saw Bounty Hunter just knock out the Iron Warrior. So now we're looking at the right-hand side of your screen. Brutus about to go one-on-one with Blue Thunder. Then we're taking a look at Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor. He's going to be pairing off against a teammate inside of Sudden Impact. But right now, Greg Durbin back in Brutus. He looked bad fast inside of round 1. He's going to be taking on one of the Backyard Beast native, Sawyer Ramsdale, in the Built for Tough Blue Thunder. He's ready to go over here on the outside lane. So another team rivalry here tonight. Kicking off round 2 action. It's going to be the Backyard Beast taking on Team Scream. Here's the green light now as Brutus takes on Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder with a whole shot up and over the cars. Now here comes Brutus on the inside lane. Greg Durbin wasn't letting him get away with it easy. He gets a win here tonight over the Blue Thunder Ford, and Brutus is in semis. And next up to close out round 2 action, Charlie Hubbard. We just saw him knock off the champion earlier tonight in the Ramminator. He's going to be taking on the team captain of the Backyard Beast, Javon Woodrow in Velociraptor, who's out here looking for a second Thursday Night Thunder Championship, but he's got to go through one of his teammates to do it. Who's it going to be? Moving on in the semifinal action. You knew when there's 4 trucks of the same team in one race, you're going to battle each other. The green light goes down. Velociraptor with the lead on him now. Here comes Sudden Impact. Over goes Velociraptor. Javon Woodrow in trouble inside of the shutdown area. It looked like he got caught up on that van stack over on the outside lane, and Sudden Impact taking home a big-time win here tonight inside of round 2 as he puts the captain on the trailer. And Sudden Impact is on a vendetta and a mission here tonight to become champion. As we go back and look at the photo finish right here, ladies and gentlemen, Sudden Impact got him by about more than half a truck as Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor hit that outside van stack. But right now, this is how semifinals is going to be breaking down. Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger, the Chevrolet camp, is going to be taking on Tim Cantwell in the Bounty Hunter Chevrolet and Ford matchup. Then we're going to see Brutus take on Sudden Impact here in semis. And right now, Tim Cantwell, he's on a mission of his own. We haven't seen him on the MTA circuit in quite some time, and right now that Bounty Hunter is looking dialed in over there from the Gravel Gladiators race team. He's taking on Jimmy Ferguson in that wicked-looking 57 Chevy Bel Air over there. He's driving for Team Scream out here tonight. He's ready to go. He's been bad fast all night long. The Chevrolet taking on the Ford. Who's going to the finals in week 1 of the August season? Here goes Avenger and Bounty Hunter down the straightaway. They're side by side through the jumps now. What a race! An incredible matchup. Ford and Chevrolet laying it down. 2 great MTA veterans. I'm not sure who got it here tonight inside of semifinal action. What a great matchup it was. We go back and look at the MTA photo finish. Your winner is going to be Tim Cantwell and Bounty Hunter by inches over Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger. An incredible race. Nothing to be ashamed of here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But now we find out who Bounty Hunter meets in the finals. Will it be Greg Durbin in the Brutus machine getting ready to take on Charlie Hubbard out of the Backyard Beast Sudden Impact over here out of Frackville, Pennsylvania, the Ford camp over here on the inside lane. Brutus just watched his teammate and Avenger get knocked off here in semis. He's trying to make up for it here tonight, but Sudden Impact has been fast. Here's the green light down the straightaway. They go side by side up and over the first jump through no man's land. Another close matchup here in semis. These drivers are letting it all hang out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Week 1 of the August season on SmashDown, and these drivers aren't backing down from anything. We're going to go back and take another look at another photo finish. Your winner will be Charlie Hubbard in Sudden Impact. He gets the win here tonight over Brutus, and he matches up against the Bounty Hunter in the final round showdown. So the Gravel Gladiators take on the Backyard Beast, Tim Cantwell takes on Charlie Hubbard, and we're looking at Bounty Hunter. We haven't seen him in quite some time. The Ford camp out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, the cowboy from hell at the starting line. He's ready now to take on the other Ford on the other lane out of Frackville, Pennsylvania. The sudden impact machine, Charlie Hubbard behind the wheel. It's going to be one-on-one here tonight in the final round showdown. Championship flag is on the line. We saw Ramminator get eliminated earlier tonight. Who's going to be taking the flag in week 2 of the August season? This one's got a lot riding on it, ladies and gentlemen. Bounty Hunter, sudden impact. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Down the straightaway, they go, they're side by side. Bounty Hunter with a lead on it now. Sudden impact's over. What a ride for Charlie Hubbard, but it looks like the Bounty Hunter got the win here in the final round showdown. As we go back and look at the MTA replay down the straightaway, both drivers cutting incredible light. Cantwell on the outside and Bounty Hunter getting a little bit more speed. Here comes Charlie Hubbard and sudden impact on the inside. Hits the van stack in the center of the track, and there you see it right there. Tim Cantwell and Bounty Hunter get the win by about half a truck as sudden impact goes end over end down inside of the shutdown area. What an incredible race here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your new SmashDown champion, Tim Cantwell and the Bounty Hunter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading down to the pit area to catch up with Tim Cantwell.
Yeah, we've been away for quite a bit, but at the end of the day, we knocked the track rust off the old girl. Bounties need collected, and you can run, but you can't hide.
Well, some strong words from Tim Cantwell. You can run, but you can't hide. The gauntlet has been laid down here tonight on SmashDown with an all-new champion. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching week 1 of the August season here on SmashDown with us. We couldn't do this without you. We appreciate you very much. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next time.